What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Rider. A belated Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. It's January 1st in Tokyo. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are on our way to Asakusa to enjoy some the Yatai food around the Sensoji Temple. And we're trying a new thing today. First of all, we dusted off the GoPro. Well, actually dusted off the bike. Bike hasn't run in a while. I've been in America on vacation for the Christmas and New Year holiday. Well, what sort of the New Year? I left just before the New Year. Came back to Japan. So this is my first real full day back, and the first day I pulled the bike out, which has been sitting for approximately the past month. But trying to get out and enjoy the weather. Yesterday was nice, but I was quite tired, and it was super windy, so it wasn't a great day to go out. But today is a beautiful day. Wind has died down. It's a little chilly, but all in all, a good day so far. So I just mentioned a minute ago or a second ago that I'm gonna try something new. They got this new application on the, well, it's a new website, new phone app, and basically it's a reserved parking system that basically uses people's houses for parking. So a lot of people have houses in Tokyo, or even apartments for that matter, and they have these unused parking spaces where they don't have a car, or they just don't have any transportation to they can park there. So what they've done is they've taken all these people that have empty parking spaces and put them on a website, or there's actually two of them I think now, but the one I'm using I'll put in the link below. But basically you basically go on and search the area you want to park in, and basically find one that's available, and then you reserve it ahead of time by logging in and clicking the spot you want and how long you want it for, and then paying the fee, and then you just go park. So I'm a little sketchy about I feel a little sketchy about this system, because I'm wondering, like, they ask you to put in your license number and things, not your license like your driver's license, but your vehicle license plate ID, and it's not required apparently. I mean, it asks you to put it in, but it doesn't say, it won't let you, it'll let you book the space without putting in the information, which I'm kind of like, well, how do you know who's parking there, who's supposed to be there, who's not? So it's kind of, I think that's a little sketchy. So the place we're going to today is a little house on the corner, right outside Sensoji Temple. It's about I guess it's about actually a 10-minute walk from the temple itself, but it's, you know, it's close enough for my purposes. I don't mind walking so much. And so according to the website, this space, well, actually there are two spaces at this house that are available that fit my needs for the bike size and whatnot. And so there should be, according to the website, one space is already taken. I booked the other one for all day. So we'll see when I get there, and hopefully that it's actually free like the website says, and somebody isn't hijacking the parking space like a lot of people do. One of my pet peeves in Japan when it comes to bike riding has to do with the fact that a lot of guys, they just don't care. They'll put their bike in a parking space, and if it's one of the pay ones where you have to chain your bike to the little post, a lot of guys don't bother to chain the bike up, and so they're actually kind of stealing the parking. So when you check the website, or you check the little icon outside the parking area, it tells you if there's a space or not. And if they don't hook up their bike properly, it says, oh yeah, there's a space here, but in the fact there's really not, because somebody's stealing the parking space and not chained up like you're supposed to be. Anyway, so what was my point with that? I had a point there. The point is that this new system, I don't know how long it's been around. I just found it recently, but it wasn't there a few months ago, because I was looking for bike parking in another area, and the only reason I found this one, or I found this parking system, was because it was listed on the Japan Association of Motorcycle Riders or something like that. I forget the exact name. I'll post that in the link too, or post that in the comments, or down there somewhere. Anyway, so they have a parking registry, and you can search that, and I usually use that to find bike parking where I'm going. And when I did the search today, well, actually, to be all in all honesty, last night, but when I did the search, this news site popped up, and they had a ton of parking spaces available. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. because usually there aren't that many spaces available in a given area. The bike parking is pretty absent, really. I mean, it's really hard to find legit parking where you can actually pay to park and you know your bike's gonna be okay and not get a ticket for parking there or piss off some property owner like I did one time. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Yeah, so yeah, so it's kind of hard. Well, it has been hard to find a parking space, but this new system they have makes it incredibly easy to search out a parking space, make a reservation ahead of time, and just go park. So that's in theory, right? So we're going to test it today and see how reliable it actually is. I've got the Navi dialed into this address where the space is supposed to be, so we're going to hope the Navi doesn't screw us up. And right now we're at 13 minutes to arrival time, just the perfect amount of time to finish up this video and tell you guys what's been going on. I had coffee this morning, so I'm talking a bit fast. Caffeine has kicked in. It's 1 o'clock, so I haven't had anything to eat yet for lunch. So that's what I'm going to Asakusa for, to scope out the Thai food around the temple, and just make my annual visit here to say hi and pray that my next year will be good as 2019 was. 2019 was an awesome year. The last few months kind of sucked as far as busy level went, but financially it worked out really well. Was super busy. Pretty much everything that I'm involved with was pretty busy, and got a lot of stuff done with projects completed. So the end of year result turned out really nice for this year, or for the end of 2019. So I really can't complain. I'm really hoping that 2020 will be about the same or better. I'll take the same. Although I learned a few things this year about working a little bit smarter. I developed some new processes to help kind of streamline what I normally do. Also, so when it comes to scheduling, this year, one of my New Year's resolutions, if you will, is to actually book some days off for myself. Like, actually put on my calendar to say, hey, look, you're not going to work these days. These days you're going to take off and have a mental health day or just a fun day. You know, 'cause it's going to be, I'm going to take weekdays off. I'm going to take, make sure I don't do anything. I don't usually work on weekends anyway, but there are some things that come up where I have to go to attend the meetings. But I'm going to try to avoid doing that on the weekends and just stick to working Monday through Friday as usual. But still plan on taking off a weekday here and there so I can enjoy the bike a little bit. Because obviously riding around Japan is a little bit better on the weekday when everybody else is at work. And of course, one of the things I want to improve on is getting back into my normal routine of making videos, because it's something I miss doing. But really, the last few months of 2019 was really rough. And that was a combination of work, projects, a little bit of some personal life stuff, and then all mixed in with the weather. Just didn't make things very easy to get out and ride and make some decent videos. I do have some. I still have some older content that I want to finish working on and upload, because it's good stuff and I don't want to just toss it. But it's going to be kind of out of sequence as far as dates are concerned, so I apologize for that in advance. But I want to get this video done today while it's New Year and get it uploaded on New Year, so I can say hi to you guys and thanks for your patience. And if you're still subscribed, thanks for sticking around, because I'm deeply sorry for not being more responsive as far as comments. I have been responding to some emails, but I got some comments on my channel I need to respond to. I know some of you guys posted comments a while back, and just been overwhelmed. I'm sorry. Let's see, we're going to cancel send. I'm not talking to you. Turn right here. Okay. I thought going straight would be better here, but Navi says nope, let's go right. Okay, well, you say so. Yeah, actually I thought maybe go straight down there and bear right for Asakusa, but maybe this is a little better. Let's see. Alright, well, I guess this video won't be as long as I wanted it to be. I had a few more things I want to talk about, but according to Navi, we're going to arrive at this place in 6 minutes. And yeah, I figured still want to bear right up here. And I need to actually concentrate on where we're going so I don't blow this navigation path. Yeah, I guess I'll make a part 2 to this, but let's see how this parking works out first, because I'm really curious to see. I just don't feel 100% comfortable with it yet. I paid 400 yen for the whole day to park, so I can park until midnight for the 400 yen, but I'm just making sure that no one else just kind of steals the space and just bother not to register. Because that's one of my little pet peeves about people and taking parking spaces they're not paying for. You can park on the sidewalk as long as you watch the bike, but I can't do that here, so I really need to park in a legit space where I know there's not going to be any trouble. Alright, let's see. We're getting closer at 4 minutes. So we're going to go straight. Looks like 1, 2. After the second light, a left-hand turn, it seems. Okay. You also might notice I have my other phone holder, the other RAM mount, back on here because I recently got a new iPhone 11 and I don't have the quad lock case for it yet, so I kind of had to switch back to the, wow, it's a long line. I had to switch back to the old mounting method until the new case comes in. I didn't order it before I left because I wasn't sure what day I was going to come back, so I didn't want to miss the package when it came, at risk for having it sent back. So I did order a new quad lock case for the iPhone 11, but it hasn't come in yet. And this is the 11 Pro normal size. I didn't get the Max. The Max was just too big. So far, pretty good. It's a little more bulkier than the 8 was, but I love the battery life. Battery life works really nice on it. But that's not the point of this video. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna go through this light, and then looks like the first left after this, I think. Yeah, it looks like there's a left here, and then there should be another left turn up here. It says 100 meters, 80, 70, 50 here. Yeah, this is it. Wow, this is really close, actually. Let's see, guys. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, this way. Supposed to be up ahead. Yeah, this definitely is it. It's supposed to be right here on the left. Yep. I'll be damned. That's pretty snazzy. I'm just kind of waiting for somebody to come outside and say, hey, are you allowed to park here? That's what it feels like I'm doing, but according to the space, this is it. Wow. Yeah, that seems to work pretty well then. So 400 yen for this space, you can book it for 12 hours. I mean, 24 hours. I mean, you can book it from all day, from midnight till midnight for 400 yen. That's a really good deal in my opinion, compared to having to pay some ungodly amount somewhere else. And not to mention there's not a whole lot of choice, but this works for now. So the only thing the website didn't say, it didn't specify which space to use. It just said one of these spaces. It didn't say a number or anything, and there's no number written. So, well, there is a number written, but the website doesn't say that. I'll check the email one more time. But we're gonna park the bike and get off here and go do some walking around Asakusa. Probably take some video while we're there, so stay tuned. There might be more things. If not, stay tuned for video number 2, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year to you. See you on the next one. Bye bye.